So we just got some really exciting news for the upcoming survival MMO, Dune Awakening. And this information is that we will be getting a release date reveal trailer for the PC release of Dune Awakening in about 5 hours from when I'm recording this video, and that trailer will be dropping on February 20th at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Now, while we don't have the exact release date right now, we do have a bit of information kind of pointing towards when this will be released. Now, the first bit of information is that we know this isn't going to be releasing into early access. When this releases, it's going to be the full 1.0 release for PC only, because also keep that in mind, this won't be coming to console on the first release. And not too long ago, the developers did say they want to release this game early in 2025, which could mean a handful of different things. Early in a specific year is usually quite vague, and sometimes people will release them like even in the summer when they said early, so there's still a lot of wiggle room within that. But they did also say that later in the year they want to release the console version of the game, so console is not going to be getting it on the first official release. Now, if I would have to wager a guess, I would say we'll be getting the full release in May or sometime after May, and there's a few reasons for that. First off, pretty much all of the footage we've gotten from official channels has shown the kind of a base gameplay to still be quite janky, and more specifically, a lot of the character animations and a lot of the melee animations in particular. While it doesn't look horrible, it still looks very much like a work in progress. Like they would need a handful of months to get this in a better, more polished, more fluid state. But on top of that, they have been doing a lot of closed beta tests that do have NDAs, but a lot of people break NDAs all the time. And from the general opinions I've been hearing about the game is that it's generally pretty good. The FPS I've heard is actually not bad for a game that's this big as a survival MMO. But one of the main things I've also heard is that the combat, and in particular the melee combat, still needs a good amount of work. The game is a bit clunky in a bunch of different areas, so they need at least a few months to polish up the game and get it in a better feeling state. And on top of all of this, the developers have mentioned previously that they will be doing an open beta before the game's full release on PC, so they need the runway to also have that open beta and to probably take at least a little bit of feedback from that beta. So I would fully expect an open beta to actually be pretty close to this reveal trailer. I could see the open beta releasing this month or early next month, and then the full release obviously being in May or sometime after May. And on top of all of that, they're going to want some amount of runway to actually start advertising this game, because they really haven't been doing any like paid advertisements anywhere. You haven't been releasing any ads on any different websites or anything like that for this game. They've pretty much just been doing some community outreach stuff, releasing their trailers, and then also getting some of their trailers at some gaming events, but they really haven't started to ramp up their big advertisement and marketing campaigns for the game, and that's really important for the success of pretty much any game. And Funcom has been releasing games for a decade, so they very much know this. So based upon all of that, I would suspect that we'll be getting the full release in 3 months or later, and we'll be seeing an open beta sometime soon and a lot of marketing also coming pretty soon and going into the lead up of the official launch. But that's all I want to go over, so thanks for watching.